Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of these two little designs. They were made using the script shown above me, and I'll get into the mechanics of how that script works later. And they were also made to mimic the design above it, which is the quote, "We're all stories in the end, just make it a good one." And I'm going to explain how these designs say that, and then there's another video elsewhere that I've already linked to my commissioner for that top design. And I also wanted to make them kind of fit stylistically and be able to be rotated and mesh with the design as well. So this size is something I have just so you can see the designs a little better. But on actual scale, I'm expecting them to be a bit more like this size relative to the other design. Heck, even smaller maybe would work too. And with that being said, I also added these little start and rotation markers. The point of this design is to give the reader a starting point where if you see the symbol, you start reading this way and you go counterclockwise. So like a time traveler going back in time. So we start with this letter. Well, this isn't a letter, the start marker, and then we go this way. We hit this letter, then this letter, and then this letter, and this letter. Which here's our D, A, and then this is an NT. We can do an NT as one letter if you look above there in the shallow divot row in the column with 4 dots. It's an NT. And then here's an E centered. Vowels are these little guys. And then here is our start marker here, pointing to the T, A, and this is a C with 4 dots and a K inside it. We can stack letters that are in the same row, and you'll notice a C and a K are right next to each other. There's just the L in between them. That's the 3-dot letter because a C has 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, and a K has 2 dots. And anyway, I'm talking about start and rotation markers. And this marker allows us to move the design and even flip the design however we like, and we can still tell where to start reading. It's really great for just adding designs onto other designs. For example, if I wanted this to sort of continue off of this, I can rotate it and just kind of add it there in the same pattern of the design. Or if I wanted it to branch off of our design like this, I can rotate it there. And if I were to do something like this with the design overlapping something, please let me know, because if I were to erase some of the design, sometimes that's letters that are important that are getting erased, or sometimes when you leave an end of a letter on something, that can affect the translation. So for this one, erasing like this would be fine, and you could have that there. And this one, if we wanted it kind of opposite, we could bring it here, or we could just kind of keep it towards the middle. How about here? Here looks good. We could put it there, because this is just a line modifier. Let me make this one a little bit see-through as well. Okay. Sweet. So this is the combined design, which I'll also send you this combined design variation. And heck, with them like this, we don't even need these start markers because they're still oriented correct. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. But yeah, I kind of went through how to read them a little bit by talking about the different rows and columns that the letters are in. But let's go ahead and actually read through them now. So you read the script starting at the bottom, and then you go counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. And that's why that little start marker has that little eyeball looking kind of this way, because it's like an eyeball telling you to look counterclockwise, to read this way. So starting at the bottom here, we have a T, a shallow divot with no modifiers. This A is outside of our word circle. And then we have, vowels, they're little guys. There's 3 positions for vowels. And if we look at the grid kind of at the bottom left, an A is that furthest outside one, and E, I, and U are all centered on the line of the word circle, or they're centered inside a letter. So like here's an E centered inside this W. This is another E inside an R. And I's have a line radiating inwards, like this I right here has a line going inwards, and U's, they have a line going outwards. So here's a U inside a J with a line going outwards. But yeah, so an A is what shows up the most in these 2 little designs, and it's outside our word circle. So here's the T, A, and then if you have 2 letters that are in the same row, you can stack them, and that's what I did here. And reading order for stacked letters is thin to thick, so that's why the 4 dot C is on the thin line, and then the thick line is the K, so that's the T-A-C-K. And then we have Dante here, D with 3 dots and an A outside the word circle. And NT can be done as just 1 letter. Again, if you look at the grid, shallow divot with 4 dots is an NT. And then our E is again centered on the line of where that word circle would be. I could have also put the E inside here, but I wanted to keep that nice curve following the line of where that word circle would be. But yeah, so that's that design. I'll go ahead and get the file sent to you. Thanks. Bye.